All right, well, good evening. My name is Joe Brusky, and I'm a teacher at 81st Street School. And this is Lisa Gonzalez. She is also a teacher at 81st Street School. And I want to start off by first saying, wow, this is incredible to see the turnout here tonight, to see this many people coming out and support public education. I think is awesome. It's a testament.
Yeah.
All right, well, I kind of want to build a little context because the 68th Street School parents and the community have hit on some of our points. We first found out about this proposal, I first found out about this proposal when I was on our school playground at recess. Terry Falk, who is a school board member, approached me on the playground and told us that this proposal had been proposed, but we had heard nothing about it. So it was a complete shock to us. When we finally, the next Monday, Terry Falk had talked to me on Friday. On the following Monday, there was a letter in our mailboxes from the community group telling us about the proposal. So we found out literally about 3 weeks ago. So at first, when we read the proposal, when we went to a meeting with the community group, they presented the proposal to us. And at first we were really excited. I mean, there was a lot of good things that they brought up in the proposal and a lot of great details. And we heard a lot of stuff that we liked. And then we had some time to read the proposal and we had some concerns because we were finally able to start to read the details. So just out of curiosity, by a show of hands, how many people are here from the 68th Street School community or are part of the community of the 68th Street? Okay, thank you. And then if we could have a show of hands of people who are here from the 81st Street School community. Okay. Well, I want to say that I really want to speak about how impressive it is that we have so many parents here tonight, because we didn't even tell our parents about this proposal due to the circumstances until Tuesday. So the fact that we have so many parents here tonight, I think is amazing, and I think it also shows you that our parents also have some concerns, and I think there's some parents that think there's some positives in this too. And I think we need more time to discuss this because our parents have been left out of this process up to this point. And it's not the fault of 68th Street School, because from what we were told, when we first found out about the proposal, we asked why it took so long to hear about it. And we were told too that they had told us that if they tried to talk to our staff, that they would face disciplinary action. And so for us, we didn't understand that. And so our community really hasn't had a lot of time to discuss this and to debate it and to really look at this proposal in a constructive way. So although we think there's some positives, and Lisa's going to talk about some of the positives and some of the concerns that we have, because we will be losing our 6th through 8th grade, and we also want to make sure that we explain that we really care about our kids as well. And I think when we read the proposal, we were a little bit taken back that our school was kind of, and we felt a little belittled that our school wasn't taken seriously. And we really feel, this is my first year at the school. I'm a fifth year teacher. I spent 4 years at Fairview School on the south side, and this is my first year at 81st Street School. And you know, I'm really liking the staff, I'm liking the community. I think we've got a program that's really on the up and up. And so we were when we read the proposal, we were a little taken back with some of the numbers that were in there and some of the statements that were made, because we feel like we have a school that's doing some good things, and I think that needs to be said as well. The other thing with the proposal, and again, of course, the dynamic that we have right now is created because we haven't had a lot of time to discuss this. But I do want to say that we do feel like the proposal is 68th Street School's proposal. In an ideal situation, we would have met together and wrote up a proposal together. So when I hear that the administration is reaching out to our staff, talking about focus groups, I think that's a good thing, because we really haven't had a lot of time to think about this and discuss it. And we want to have more time, because we feel like we really haven't been taken into this, gone into the process, and that the proposal is 68th Street's proposal, and we kind of feel like we have to kind of meet in the middle, whereas in an ideal, perfect world, we would have both wrote the proposal together And it would have been, I think, would have brought the communities together a little bit more instead of the way it is right now. But that being said, I'm going to hand the microphone to Lisa, and she's going to speak about some of the, we met as a staff and we talked about this proposal. We've had a couple meetings, and we came up with a list of things that we really like, because there are some things that we like in this proposal, but we also came up with some concerns that we have. And so Lisa's going to speak to some of the positives and some of the concerns.
My name is Lisa Gonzalez, and I'm the 8th grade teacher at 81st Street School. I've been with NPS for 22 years. I was a para for 9 years, so I was at a K-8 school. Then I was at a traditional middle school. I was at Webster for 4 years. I was at John Muir for 9. And I know how a merger goes, because we merged with Edison, which was a 6 through 12 school, merged together and made it a Northwest school called Northwest Secondary School. So I know what a merger looks like. I was kind of upset because when I saw that we were going to lose our middle school, I was taken back, because I've taught middle school now for the past 15 years, and I love my 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, especially my 8th graders, because I work so hard with them to get them prepared for high school. So when I read this proposal, I saw some things that was like Mr. Brusky said, had belittled our school, like our school wasn't doing fabulous things, and we are, as a K-8 school. But what our concerns are, especially for dismantling the middle school, displacing our middle school students and families to find and enroll a large traditional middle school as a really soft landing, as stated in the proposal, for our students who used to be more in a controlling setting. Our kids it's only one 6th grade, one 7th grade, one 8th grade, so it's not a traditional middle school where when I was at John Muir and at Webster, we had 12 8th grade classrooms and 12 6th grade and 12 7th grade. So we only have one class of each. So our kids get nurtured just like if they are K3, K4, K5. There are no more traditional middle schools left in NPS. Burroughs is the last one, which is closing. That's in the northwest side. There are no more K-8 schools in this area besides Grand Tulsa. That's the only K-8 school around. This particular school here is a 6 to 12, which is a specialty school for Spanish and German and French, which our school does not teach that. And then also, it was also a proposal to move the students to Morris Marshall, which is the gifted and talented. Our school doesn't do gifted and talented. You have other schools that feeder into that. So, to leave us without having our middle school at 81st Street School, to me is a disservice to my families and students that have had students go their kids since K4. My 8th grade class this year, I have 7 students that was there since K4. So they've been there for 10 years. Their families have brought them through that school for 10 years. They're not bused. Their parents drop them off, their parents pick them up. I have a student that lives way on the far northwest side. Their parent drops them off in the morning just to make sure they come back to 81st Street School, because they did not want them to lose that education that we give at our school. Secondly, we were also wondering about the Starnes Riddle Emilio teaching philosophy. We didn't know what grade levels that was, who trains the teachers at 81st Street School, if that would happen. Will there be funding for the SAGE proposal? At our school we have SAGE, where we have 2 teachers in each classroom from kindergarten up to 3rd grade. Not all staffs were agreed to, because I know your school does all year round. Not all of our staff members want an all year round school in a late school setting. We were also thinking there may be no guarantee that there will be enough retirement teachers to avoid reduction not only at 68th Street School, but also 81st Street School. And we wanted to know how the specials like art, music, and gym was proposed for funding for the K through 5th grade.